Okay, so it's Wednesday, I guess still, and I just wanted to show you what happened. Look at this. These were clear this morning. It is snowing so hard right now. I don't know if you can see the snow that's going from the camera right now. It is snowing so hard right now. Oh my gosh. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Crazy. Look at how... Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so bad. This is like so bad. Oh my god. So I was actually on my way home from getting some food for Trent, not for me, because I can't eat today still. Actually, it's 9 o'clock, so like I'm done eating for the rest of the night, which is gonna be really hard for me, but that's good. So, because I'm actually not that hungry, to be honest with you. But anyways, so, yeah, I did a couple donuts on the way home, you know, in my car. It was all great. No, I actually did though. So I was on my way home from getting food, and when I was on my way to get food, I was like, oh, it's a little bad outside. It's not that bad. It's just a little bad. And I was like, you know, because I was like, maybe it just started snowing, because like our roads were clear. Hold on. They're not anymore. So that road right there was clear, like it didn't have any snow on it. Obviously it does now. Look at my hair. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't realize how I looked. Oh my goodness. So anyway. Oh my gosh. So anyways, I didn't realize how bad it was going to be. Shiva, put your head down. Down. God. This girl doesn't listen to anything I say. Oh, she was not a good walk partner today. So anyways. I'm tired now. So on the way home, I was like, just like chilling out, like, you know, I didn't realize, the roads were like covered in snow, but I was like, I'll just go slow and steady wins the race. I just told myself I'm going to go slow. I'm just going to be careful. I'm just going to make sure I'm super careful while I'm on my way home. And so I was going slow, and I was, you know, paying attention and whatever. And I was like, okay, well, that's okay. Like, I'm paying attention. Everything's fine. There's someone in front of me. So I started slowing down before I'm like supposed to. My car does slow down pretty fast. So I was slowing down, and and I start slowing down, and then I see that there's ice right there. So I slow down, and I start slipping. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I start slipping, like literally slipping. And I'm like, put this in here so I can hear myself. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, oh my gosh. And then it was fine. And then I just gave myself over. So I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was fine. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to keep going. I start to keep going. I go to do a turn. Mind you, I'm in the middle of I took the back roads on purpose so I can go as slow as I want. And I go to do a turn and I start spinning. There was townhomes like on this side of me. So I started spinning this way, the reverse of counterclockwise. I started spinning this way and I spun into the parking spots. Thank gosh they were all empty. No one was parked there. I don't know if they were doing like a cleaning that night, like a road cleaning that night. I don't know. But anyways, I started spinning. I spun into those parking spots and I did 2 loops, like 2 donuts. And I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And I'm like turning the opposite way and then turning back the same way and then the opposite way and then the same way. Because that's what I was taught to do when I'm slipping. Because, I grew up in, for those of you who don't know, I grew up in South Bend, Indiana, where there's lake effect snow. And this is just as bad. But I wasn't too worried about it, though, because I'd never done a donut in South Bend. And this was about as bad as South Bend gets. And I was just told, like, I had driven in that 1,000 times. It was not, like, anything new to me or anything like that. So, I mean, I'd done a donut in Lima when we lived in Ohio. I did do one donut there. That was really scary, too. But I didn't think anything of it because I'm like, oh, lake effect snow, piece of cake, or, whatever. And it's pretty thick snow, so I thought, oh, it's compact, it's not gonna slide. Well, there was ice on the road, and I did 2 donuts, and I was like, oh my gosh, my gosh. And I did what I was supposed to do, and then I was like freaking out, but that's okay. I was okay, but I called T and I told him what happened, and I was like, baby, you're driving me to my appointment tomorrow. I'm not driving this first off, second off. I mean, you just saw the side, right? First off. Second off, this would be, if it keeps snowing like this all night and in the morning, it's going to be like number 2. Like, you know how there's like 1, 2, and 3 like categories of snow. So it's probably gonna be category number 2. If it's category number 2, they probably will call me and like we'll probably reschedule. Just gonna suck. But I said, babe, you're driving me tomorrow. I'm not driving in this. Not in Utah. Not where everybody thinks they're the only people on the road. I'm not doing it. So he said, all right. So poor Carolyn, if she's not up by the time we get up, we're gonna have to wake her up. But what we'll probably do, Trent's really good at getting her, when she's sleeping, getting her from in the house to in the car and still sleeping. He's really good about that. So we'll probably recline the seat in the back because we have recliner, like our seats kind of like go back like this in the back of our car. They kind of just like lean back like that. And the SUV will probably be better because it's 4-wheel drive. So, anyways, so wish me luck. And then I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye for now. See you in a little bit. Hello, YouTube. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. It is 10:31 for us right now. I have a bit of migraine, or a migraine starting. We just got back from my doctor's appointment. They didn't test me for 3 hours like they said they were gonna. It took about maybe like 10 to 15 minutes. They got me in really quickly. They called me back like within like 2 minutes of me getting there. And I did a breathing test. They had like this little bag with like a tube on it. And it was like basically breathing into a bag with a mouthpiece. So I just went, and there was a syringe at the bottom, so I held it. I went, and then I pulled down the syringe, and I turned this little twisty thing the other way. I remember they tested it, and I was positive, and I was chronic. I have a chronic case of it. So what it is, they had positive for hydrogen predominance in my bowel, my small bowel. So that's an overgrowth of bacteria on my bowel, and I'm chronic with it. They're gonna give me antibiotics. Everything's gonna be fine. But they're gonna have to I'm gonna be on antibiotics pretty much the rest of my life, because they said I'm always gonna have it. It's always gonna be there. They can make it acute, but it's never gonna actually go away. But they can make it less chronic than I am right now. So this whole thing is the reason why I've been feeling nauseous every day of my life. This is why I am having a hard time losing weight. All this stuff is adding up to this. So this doctor was like right on the money. She was like, I'm almost positive you have this. She was right on the money. So they tested it and they're like, we don't need to test you anymore. It says you're chronic. It's positive. We don't need to test you anymore. You have it. Like, absolutely have it. So I was like, all right. So they said I could go on a diet, a Mediterranean keto diet. And then I told them I was hypoglycemic, and they're like, oh. They're like, well, that might not be the best diet for you, but at least go on a low carb and low sugar diet. Because what feeds this bacteria is sugar and carbs. Which, if you know me, that's going to be really hard for me. I love my pasta, and I love my candy and sweets, and I have a ginormous sweet tooth. So that's going to be pretty hard for me. But I have a migraine right now. It's really hurting. Ow. Guys. I'm gonna cry. Ow. 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 Anyways. I'm out of commission today, guys. I'm just out of commission today. Anyways, so I'm gonna go pick up my prescription when it's done. I'm gonna try to sleep off this migraine. And guys, this is what makes me feel better every single day. She's gonna take a nap first too. Alright, we'll talk to you guys later. That's all I have for you today. I have it. They did tell me, well, it doesn't really matter if you do, some people don't do the diet. They don't do the diet, we just have to retreat it. And she said, which we're already going to do. I said, so does it matter if I do the diet? And she goes, I'm not supposed to say this, but not really. It doesn't really matter. And I was like, okay. I said, so I don't necessarily have to do the diet. And she goes, no, not really. She said it's not really going to change anything. We're going to have to retreat you anyways, so. It's like, alrighty then. But it will help me lose weight if I do the diet. So I might do the diet for a couple weeks just so, because then I'll see, the difference, between, not having carbs and sugar and having carbs and sugar. I'll probably just do, a little, observation myself where I, write down, to keep a food journal of the week that I don't have sweets. And, I'll do, 2 weeks of low carbs and low sweets. Not none, just low. And I'll write down what I had and stuff. And then I'll do 2 weeks with sweets and sugar and write down my food journal and stuff of what I had and see the difference. If I like the difference, maybe I'll stay on the low carb, low carb, low sugar. I don't eat bread. Pasta's my biggest thing that I have right now. So we'll see. So if you're new, please subscribe and click that notification bell so you get notified for all the new videos I post. And if you're not new, you know what to do. Like this video, give it a thumbs up. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.